going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here, and it's time to conclude Season 4 of Charmed. What an epic season this has been. I've really enjoyed how things have turned out, and it's been a really incredible ride. So even though that we began on a very emotional note, of course, this season, hopefully that this episode won't be, reminiscent of last season's finale. It shouldn't do, because we dealt with the seer, we dealt with the source. I think, given the events of episode 20 and episode 21 in terms of the forces of evil, we've got a bit of a win on our backs, and that's putting it lightly, so yeah. But I will be intrigued to see what's going to happen in this episode and how we're going to conclude things with this season. So yeah, but like I said, it's been a phenomenal season. I mean, I really enjoyed season 3 in regards to the quality, and I felt like whilst I enjoyed seasons 1 and 2, season 3 stepped it up a notch. So yeah, and I definitely feel like season 4 has, I felt, been a replica in terms of the in terms of quality, in terms of like how amazing it's been. So yeah, and we got to address Paige, because obviously she was the newest addition to the Charmed ones, bless you. And yeah, it's not going to be easy, is it, with the fact that we've been so, bless you, we've been so accustomed to Prue, and we've loved Prue, and it was very devastating losing her. I was really worried in regards to all hell breaks loose, especially with the fact that Piper died, I guess, in the version of events, and then of course we reset time, and then that whole shebang plays out, and Leo didn't come, and I was a bit worried we'd be losing Prue. Lo and behold, the first episode of this season comes around, and yeah, that is sadly the case. So yeah, but like I said, it was always going to be a very like, there's always going to be a lot of pressure on Paige's shoulders. But I've really warmed to her character. She has been a very likable, very enjoyable character, and I felt like she has grown so greatly in the course of well, I guess these past 21 episodes, because I want to count episodes 1 and 2 as one episode, but they are 2 episodes. Like I said, as a reminder, I will be reacting to the first 2 episodes of season 5 back to back in terms of recording. I'll just get a cup of coffee midway between episodes 1 and 2, and then we'll get this train rolling. So it'll be the same as what I did with the season 4 beginning. So yeah, but I just had to throw that out there. But yeah, it was, yeah, I've really enjoyed her character so much. She's been really amazing, and she's just been really likable, and I'm excited to see where the, touch wood she doesn't die in this episode. I am excited to see where the future is going to go with Paige's character. So yeah, but with that said, let's get into this final episode, and let's complete the first half of Charmed entirely, I guess. This is the final episode of Charmed Season 4. Let's go.
You'll ever bring me back to that place again.
Aww.
Good for you.
But there was, of course, that matter of Cole reaching out to Phoebe at the end of... Like...
What did you just say?
That!
I didn't say that. She did.
Oh, Nelly!
Help me.
Hi! Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the Angel of Destiny, and I've come to change yours.
I don't know how to feel about that, because... I mean, given the robes, given the angel kind of vibes, I want to lean good, but then again, as Supernatural has taught me, angels can be dicks.
We, Angels of Destiny, normally don't intervene, except in extraordinary situations. Mozart at age 7.
Oh?
Michelangelo, Albert Einstein.
And they were destined for great
Britney
things
Spears.
after... Britney Spears. Holy sh...
You 3 have accomplished something that used to relinquish your magic and lead normal lives again. Unencumbered. Free. We'd wipe the entire slate clean. Nobody'd ever come after you again.
See, this is how we get Charmed on the
Well, what'd you
CW.
say?
What do... Paige, I can't get pregnant because of what we do.
And this is an opportunity
Punching out
for her
demons
too.
just isn't as much fun as it used to be.
Yeah.
So what do you guys say?
She's saying you need some time, which I'll grant.
Okay.
But not too.
You guys are about to be put under surveillance.
What?
FBI agent named Jackman called me into his office today. He did a search of unsolved cases.
And apparently, your names came up on way too many witness
Oh,
lists.
this is feeling a bit like deja vu, folks.
I don't know.
Bruce Campbell! Holy shit! It's Mysterio. I knew it.
Now you just need to use some of your God-given magic.
Oh, wow. Okay. I will say that dress is, like, rocking for Paige. Oh, God. Perfect. Just perfect. They all just run. Is this Hell 2.0? Ah!
What are you doing here? Nobody's allowed to be here.
Here? Where is here?
Is this Purgatory or something?
We gotta move.
Well, that's easy for you to say. You'll get to go to the good place, mayn't you?
He's in the bad place. Ooh! Holy shit!
Over here, come on.
That was a vanquished demon, and holy shit!
You can use that to resurrect me.
Nah.
What?
It's easy. I'll walk you through it. All you have to do is...
Oh, this is big.
I can't use dark magic again. I won't.
Holy shit! Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Something is killing her.
Agent Jackman, FBI. We should talk.
I don't trust him. This guy has a habit of having so many fake aliases as Mysterio. For those who don't know, he was supposed to be Mysterio in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4. Explains his cameos in the 3 films.
As in occult-style slangs. That's why I was watching you in hopes of catching a serial killer, a
Oh!
witch hunter.
Oh.
All right, I've heard enough of this nonsense. Wait a second. He
what?
froze before.
This time I was prepared.
Oh.
Like I said.
Didn't even know what this guy had. He was just hoping for the best. Wait, can he absorb all these powers and all of that?
Gone through an awful lot of trouble to get as much information on us as possible. I got a bad feeling he's not going to let us off the hook so easily after this is all over.
What, he's just gonna keep using us afterwards?
Great. Charlie's
Otherwise-
freaking angels. This just keeps getting better and better.
I wonder why Jackman didn't tell us about them. Probably figured we wouldn't help if we knew.
Yo!
Paige, did you not have the sense to sense if anybody else
That's
was in the room before
the
you
second
ordered them
finale in a row that a sister's nearly been shot. Well, one actually did last season.
Bodyguards. She had bodyguards?
Yeah, lots of them with lots of guns. and
Yeah,
they
he
weren't
seemed
shy about
surprised.
using them either.
Must have known we were closing in on her.
Still, don't you think it's odd that a serial killer has hired guns protecting her?
And I feel like it's a bit
Maybe she's
odd
not
that
working
she
alone.
went down easily. I don't know,
Or
something
maybe
just
you're just not
doesn't
telling
scream
us
right.
everything. Oh, really?
Yeah. Your arrogance is your Achilles heel.
That's why witch hunters and demons are always after you, and they always will be. I wouldn't trade places with you for the world.
Jeez.
Differently. And I think let's just keep fighting, but
This
I'm
is
tired of fighting.
like the
Jackman's
yeah,
right.
and we've vanquished
It is never
evil.
ending.
Unless we end it ourselves.
So do we need to
The,
talk to Leo
the,
about
the
this
golden
first?
prize is right there for them.
We have this choice to make. He said we fulfilled our destiny. We've done it.
Across the finish line.
This is supposed to be our
like a
reward
video
for them.
game when you complete the main game, but there's still like
Well, pardon me if it didn't seem like
side
much of a
quests
reward.
to do.
Because
Understand?
Very well.
Shit.
Hold it.
Oh,
Just so we're clear, this wipes the entire slate clean. No read the fine print technicalities, no more demons,
no
more vengeful
hidden
warlocks.
shit in
We
the
won't
terms
have
and
to worry about Agent
conditions.
Jackman anymore.
You better go.
It
Before the
hurts,
beast
but
attacks.
I think he low-key understands. Hurts, but oh shit. Okay, that's not concerning.
You're being a bit premature anyway.
Well, then why didn't you say something?
Yeah, I
Green
would.
card and free will and all. Let me know when you're ready.
He just emerged as well, just like yeesh.
So now what?
Victim. They have her in a safe house because somebody's trying to kill her.
Please tell me we didn't just help a witch hunter get a witch.
Yep, we did accidentally.
Oh my God.
Oopsie doodle.
Oh my god.
Shit. Oh my god.
Your sister a witch, have you?
Actually, yeah.
Is she wearing the thing like?
See, I buried the rest of the amulets around here in anticipation of your
Ah,
arrival.
okay.
Your powers are useless here. However,
Oh, you
mine are.
dick. Wait, is something consequential gonna happen? And wait. Oh, nah! You know how he said about the fact that I wouldn't trade places with you? Well,
It's not on us, Phoebe. Ever.
great to know where season 5's gonna go. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy.
At least until they find those files on us.
They won't.
Oh?
I sort of orbed them into
Oh!
a volcano.
Oh! Leo!
What?
Wow!
Excuse me, are you allowed to do that?
Well, my
Look,
job is to
after
protect
last
my
season-
charges, that's all I did.
What about you?
Still high stakes.
Majority rules, right? Might as well make it unanimous. What can I say? We're masochists.
She
Yeah.
Leo's personal destiny.
What?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You'll find out soon.
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
Don't you get it? What? Don't you get it?
Ah!
You're pregnant! Who's pregnant?
Holy shit! Hell fucking yeah! Oh. I knew it. I freaking knew we would get to that moment. I knew we would get to that moment this season. Or at least this episode, should I say. Because I made the mention of it. Like, the way that they have been teasing this shit throughout season 4. And, you know, even though that Piper was delivered the news, yeah, it's going to be a bit hard to get pregnant. Doesn't mean it's impossible, right? They've been teasing it all season long. We fucking got there. We got there. I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, not that they would have known at this time, obviously. They don't have someone who actually has premonition. But I was just thinking, if they did all agree to embrace that, like, this new destiny, to be completely void of these abilities and all of that jazz, would have set things up really well for the reboot of Charmed. I'm just saying. So, how did they come about? Oh, because Piper, Phoebe, and Paige, they gave up their abilities. So yeah. But yeah. No, it's just something that was low-key in the back of my mind. There was quite a few things in the back of my mind going through this episode. Especially with Bruce Campbell's appearance. Like, yeah, that was... I was not prepared for that, but, yeah. I am low-key sad that he's not a recurring villain or something like that. I mean, you know, his recurrence on Xena, for example, is something that I did really, really cherish. And of course, like I mentioned, I've known it. I first knew him in the Spider-Man movies when he made cameo appearances and all of that. Of course, that ultimately would lead to him being Mysterio. All of these different aliases trying to screw over Peter. It'll all make sense, etc. So yeah. And here we are again, like tricking someone really in regards to and then threatening to expose him as well. So that's Mysterio like, isn't it? For those who obviously know about Mysterio in Spider-Man. So yeah, but like I said, though, I'm low-key sad that he is not a recurring character, because I felt like the whole deal with him, especially since he had dirt on the Charmed ones, and not just that, though, but with him being a witch hunter and practicing... well, not just practicing all of the... I think it would have been a very interesting plot to explore, at least for the first half of Season 5, really. Him hunting down these witches and practicing the witch trials in present day. It would have been a very, very interesting story, and it's not like he was just some fanatic or whatever. He was armed still. So, and not just that, though, but I felt like, you know, the leverage over the Charmed ones has such potential. So they would be stuck in a bit of a bind. If you don't, you know, do what I say, I'll release this shit and all of that. So, yeah. But I was also just thinking about the fact that this exposure just mirrors... Well, it just brings me back to the Season 3 finale where they got exposed. So, yeah. With the fact that Agent Jackman was ready to... I guess leak everything about the Charmed ones. It was just bringing me a case of deja vu. So, as well as the fact that we, you know, nearly had, well, on 2 occasions, we nearly had a sister getting shot. So, which of course happened, I mean, it actually did happen to Piper last season. And it nearly hit Prue. So, before time reversed and all of that. But... yeah. Yeah, like I said, though, I mean, seeing Bruce Campbell's character in this episode, you know, I was kind of expecting a lot of hilarity, you know, because he really does excel at the comedy and all of that. And then, of course, when they did, I guess, capture Zelina, I mean, first, I did think something was a bit off, considering how easy she went down. It was like, okay, well, it's clearly something more, probably something to do with Jackman. And, you know, I mean, it would have been a bit trickier to deduce Jackman was the real concern, given the fact that, like, if Bruce Campbell wasn't playing him. But I kind of had a feeling that, okay, he's carrying more to this story because he's Bruce Campbell, for crying out loud. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was still very, very interesting nonetheless. Like I said, though, I would have loved for him to have been... because it would have been also very interesting, like, having a human threat as well. That is something, you know, I mean, we've got Cole there, of course, but he's half human, of course. this would be someone fully human who would be protected against, and not just that though, but he had provisions in place in terms of being protected against witches and all of that. The unfortunate thing for him was, especially when he had Phoebe hostage, Phoebe knows how to kick ass without abilities and all of that. So that was his Achilles heel. If he had another sister hostage, he might have won. As well as the fact that Cole did the whole switcheroo with Phoebe and Jackman. So I feel like it was a really, really unfortunate choice in terms of like having Phoebe hostage. So yeah, if he had Paige or if he had Piper hostage, well, if he had Piper hostage, I would have ripped his head off. But yeah, if he had the other two sisters hostage, he might have gotten somewhere. Especially with the fact that Cole was reaching out to Phoebe. I don't know if he would have done the whole switcheroo with either of the two sisters, the two other sisters, should I say? But he's gonna continue fighting for Phoebe. But like I said, it does add a very, very real element. Having someone human, someone who is crazy about practicing the witch trials and all of that, and like having such hatred against witches and all of that, to the point he'll burn them at the stake in present day time. He has so many provisions in place and all of that. He's Bruce Campbell, for crying out loud. It would have been a really, like, I feel like, I don't know about, it might be a bit of bias because it's Bruce Campbell, but I don't know about you, but I feel like they kind of, they kind of fumbled a bit by not utilising, because there are so many aspects in this character that make me think, okay, well, this could be a very, very interesting thing to kind of exploit, especially since we know that obviously Phoebe, Piper, and Paige are not the only witches. Sure, it might be a bit dark. You've got to give him some success, aka you've got to have him burn some of the witches, so it might be a bit dark, but I mean, we can step into that realm quite a bit, I would say. So, just as long as you don't make it too dark, I guess. But yeah, I mean, just thinking about it, the fact that he's human, it does add a very, very different dynamic, really, in terms of Charmed, because they are usually, I mean, we've dealt with human antagonists before, but this would be a fully this would be an antagonist for like maybe half a season, etc. So yeah, so yeah, but yeah, I feel like it would have been a very interesting idea to explore. I'm not sure about, like, Cole returning for season 5 as well. Like, I do enjoy Cole's character and all of that. But it does add on to the pain for Phoebe as well. I feel like with Cole's demise and all of that in Long Live the Queen, I feel like that felt like a nice bookend to things. So I'm very intrigued to see what they're going to do with Cole for season 5. But yeah, it is going to be very, very interesting to see what will happen, because obviously we had that tease at the end of the last episode. And we saw him dealing in the wasteland, absorbing powers. Yeah. But I do feel like with Phoebe, she deserves that chance to move on, but she's not going to be able to heal, and that pain's just going to continue to kind of deal with. It's going to continue to hound her. So, yeah, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see what will happen. But yeah. I did like the it was a very, very interesting dynamic to explore with the Wasteland. Because you saw all of these vanquished demons come around, they become feeding material for the beast, and it's just very macabre, really. But then they became feeding material for Cole, I would say, because their abilities would be harvested, and and then Cole would absorb them, and that's how he would deal with the beast. So, yeah, but Fui. Yeah, great. It was a very, very great premise as well with the Angel of Destiny. And how there was a bit of like, there was that situation where there were okay, I do feel like the Angel of Destiny is offering like this golden opportunity on a silver. I mean, given everything, I think we should take it, and it makes sense for Paige, of all people, to be a bit in disagreement with this situation. Like, there were some very, very interesting things she came out with, like, cause she did ask some good questions in regards to will we remember and all of that, because you also want to cherish the good you've done and the lives you've saved and all of that. So, yeah, but there is, of course, this you know, talk about, you know, we've done so much good and we can continue to do so much good. But and for Phoebe as well, I do understand why it might be a bit tempting to just end the line here, because this is at a moment where she's completely vulnerable. I think this is really her first instance where she is realizing the hardships of being a witch, really. I mean, we've known Piper has had her qualms about, you know, if there was an opportunity, she would take it. Like, she has expressed she would probably be the first one to give up her abilities, if anything. But with Phoebe, it's understandable given the ordeal she's just recently gone through, being Queen of the Underworld, with the abuse she's had, with, you know, losing that kid. So, yeah, it does become a bit understandable in regards to why Phoebe might be a bit more tempted to, yeah, so, yeah, and, you know, with Piper, you could understand as well with her situation, like, she has been so and I mean, it is great that the Angel of Destiny said, well, you know, whatever the choice you would have made, it would have affected the pregnancy. But she has been led with the idea that this has been a bit more difficult. This I guess career path has been a bit more difficult for her to get pregnant. So. But I did understand, and I did sympathise with Paige's point about the fact that if it weren't for magic, yeah. And that is very, very true. So, yeah. They could do, I mean, it does come with a lot of the bad, but it also does come with a lot of the good, not just personally, but for the world as well. So, but I could understand why Piper and Phoebe wanted to make that decision to give everything up. So, and not just that, though, but you just got to think, it's not just what's happened to Phoebe this season, but I guess the beginning of this season where we had to have that funeral for Prue, and everything. And, yeah, you don't want... I mean, how many times has, I guess, Piper, you know, just come close to permadeath and all of that? I mean, they're like, in terms of the Charmed ones entirely, they are giving the Winchesters a run for their money in terms of dying, and, you know, yeah. But there might come a point where they might flat out die completely. And now you've got someone who is willing to just expose them, and it's like, well, I don't want another case of deja vu. And it's not just the exposure and the hectic scenario, but it's the fact that we could lose another sister. And I'm not really... and for Phoebe as well, especially, she's just had to deal with hell. And you know, I would not want that again. Like a case of deja vu in terms of, you know, losing a sister. So, yeah. And we know how hard it was for Piper, especially with the fact that now she was the older. She was the one with a lot of responsibility. And I don't think she could take losing another sister. So, yeah. But not just that, though, but the pregnancy situation. This, for her, in her mind, this would be opportunistic. So, yeah, but it was a very, very interesting prospect as well. As well as the idea that, you know, in terms of the show itself, it would be a nice kind of bookend if they decided, okay, well, this is us. We draw the line here. So, yeah. But I felt like it was a nice, solid way to conclude things, especially with the occurrence of the Angel of Destiny. And given what they did with the Source, with the Seer, etc., you know, it makes sense for the Angel of Destiny being like, well, you know what, this is a big win and all of that. So, you know what, we're going to give you a reward because, I mean, you do deserve it for giving a massive, massive blow to the underworld. So, yeah. See, that also, you know, that also adds to the prospect of, you know, Agent Jackman. You know, he should have been a recurring villain for at least the first half of Season 5. The underworld's in a bit of disarray at the minute with the Source, with the Seer, with everyone just being, yeah. This gives them time to rebuild, in a sense, whilst Agent Jackman continues to cause havoc, I would say. I don't know. I don't know about anyone else, but I mean, I feel like with the utilization of Bruce Campbell, you could have exploited it a bit more. I mean, it might be a bit difficult because, you know, he might... I don't know. He might, you know, appear every episode for at least half a season, etc. Because I am thinking about Xena and how he was reoccurring there. But... yeah, I felt like, you know, using Agent Jackman would have been a very interesting situation, given, you know, his deal in this episode. So, yeah, but, yeah, onwards to Season 5. Like I said, a really, really great way to conclude things, I would say. And, oh yeah, Piper pregnant. Look. The writing was on the wall. I mean, it did kind of, like, leave my head. I wasn't focused on that, like, going through this episode, because, obviously, I was invested with what was happening with the Angel of Destiny's offer, with what was happening with, you know, Bruce Campbell, etc., etc. But I said it, like, they've been teasing this shit all season long. I'm happy, okay? I felt like I don't know. I feel like I would have been blue-balled if we did not get that, you know, affirmation that Piper was pregnant, because, like I said, they've been teasing this shit all season long. They've teased it from the very, very early portion of Season 4. It was more so like a countdown, an inevitability, that we would get the affirmation that she was pregnant. So, here we are at this moment. Season 5. Let's freaking go. I'm happy with this. So, yeah. As soon as he said, you know, this wouldn't have impacted, either way, this wouldn't have impacted your personal situation for both you and Leo. And my ears was just like perked. I knew what that shit meant. Come on. So, yeah. It wasn't a divorce or anything. It wasn't them moving out. We know what has been one of the main things for them to this season. And it's about the fact that they want to have a kid. And now... happy days. Happy days. They deserve it, though. I mean, especially after the struggles this season. Not just, of course, in terms of trying to have a kid, but also what Piper has been going through. Especially in the beginning part of season 4 when she was struggling, of course. Deserved. Frickin' deserved. This is... Yeah. And that's why... And that's another reason why they couldn't blue ball us in regards to Piper being pregnant. Oh. OBS just froze again? Cool. I'm going to sort out this computer, but yeah, here we are. And it had to happen given... yeah, it had to happen given what Piper went through, especially in the beginning of this season. But it's another reason why they couldn't blue ball us. Because after the pain that she's went through, after losing Prue, after struggling so much, etc., yeah, yeah, she had to have that happy ending, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But yeah, great finale. Loved it. Can't wait for season 5, so let's bring it on. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!